Anyway, we're back. So, cleared some space. Now we got an 18-minute rant coming up. but yeah, two rambles in one day. Also, another thing that's great, I came home today, the shower's fixed. I can now take a shower in my own shower. I don't have to go to the other shower in my house. Let's go. I'm so happy about that. Oh my gosh. I've been showering in that other shower for like 2.5 weeks. And it's not like it's a bad shower. It's just I prefer this one, because it's what I'm used to, you know? I like I just like the water pressure in this one more, and I like that it's just more consistent, and it's also happens to be right next to me. I don't have to walk across. Also, I was listening to the last ramble, and usually, in my own past experiences, I would listen to my voice, and I would instantly cringe and turn it off. But then, listening back on it, like I don't know, a few minutes ago, I didn't. I didn't. In fact, I listened to all of it, and I was like, "Wow, that's interesting. I wonder why I'm not cringing. Maybe because it's like I'm like finally like proud of myself. I wouldn't say like proud of. I don't know. I don't know what I call it. Maybe acceptance. Maybe maybe acceptance. Perchance, possibly, maybe, presumably, it could be one of that. Uh, but it was an interesting effect that I realized because I was just assuming when I was going to click on it, I was going to cringe and I was going to be like, well, let's just see whatever. And it wasn't even like I was seeing if like I felt cringe about it again. It was just like, yeah, let's see what it sounds like. But yeah, I was happily surprised. It was cool. But yeah, also back onto the other thing. I feel like I'm too affectionate because it's like I really want to do all these things for all these different people, right? And it's not even like people that I'm close with. It's like just in general everyone. Like if someone's having a bad day and they're a complete stranger, I immediately want to be like, "Hey, how can I like make your day better or something?" And it's like I I feel like that would be very weird and not socially acceptable, which kind of sucks. But it's I wish I had the balls to do it. Also, one day I will. And then also when it comes to like past relationships, it's like I am happy that I know I'm consistent. Where it's like hold on, fucking there we go. Like I'm consistent in the sense of like I don't like shy away. Like I'll talk for a few days and then go away and stop talking for a little. It's like no, it's like I'm very consistent, and I genuinely try. I genuinely try every time because I'm not here to play fucking games. All right, I'm not here to play games because I know what it could potentially be, and I get really excited about it. And then I get very affectionate, and it's not even like affectionate in the way of like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this and that. It's like no, it's like I like to get little trinkets. It's just fun, and I like to give compliments. Um, it's not the most common thing I do, And my favorite way of giving affection is like just like giving massages. I love giving massages. Oh my gosh. It it's it's so nice because it's like you get to watch them enjoy it, and then it makes me happy. And it's like, wow, you're enjoying this. I actually feel useful. And when I put it that way, it sounds way worse. But where it's just like I feel useful, like I have some type of worth here. Like I'm not some fucking, I don't know. It's not even like I'm a bum. I'm not. I have busy days. I have a very uh, good social life with like a whole bunch of friends. Like I got, fuck, I don't know, at least like 8 friends, close friends at that, like friends that I would trust my life with, and friends that I would take a bullet for, like immediately. Like I love them to death. They are amazing people that I love. In fact, one of them said that when they have a child, I'm going to be the godfather. Holy shit. That's cool. Awesome. Sweet. You know? I'm glad they view me as like that type of person, which I am. I also have to recognize that for myself. Um, but it's like, holy shit. Like I'm viewed that way. I'm viewed in that much of a positive light where it's like if I was with their child, they would completely trust me. And that is amazing. I love that. And it's really it's like it makes I think it's dopamine. It's the happy one. It makes a lot of dopamine. Like that's a lot. That's really cool. And it's just like I am affectionate with relationships, and I don't know if I'll ever meet someone that has the same affection that I do, cuz I I don't know. I'm very much like I'm going to do it for you because it's you. And I'll do it for strangers anyway cuz even if I don't like you, I might as well make your day a little bit better. One good thing in a bad day can help a lot. I might as well try whatever. Um, but it's like because I was never given that as a kid, and it's like I would prefer if it never existed in the first place. So I might as well try to help people in that area. And it's like the pastor at the culinary class was like, Mason, you're wise beyond your years. And it was like, huh, yeah, yeah, I guess I am. I've also been through a lot. So it's like, I was kind of forced to age a little bit, where it's like I I think a lot, unfortunately. I put a lot of thought into it, but also I put maybe a little bit too much thought, and then we get somewhere where we don't want to be. But that's besides the point. Um, but it's like I'm getting somewhere in life. Now with this girl I'm talking to, I don't know where the fuck that's going. Cause she's all wishy washy. I don't know. It's like I can understand where she's coming from, but also that doesn't make me less frustrated in a sense. Like it does, where it's like that's understandable. But at the same time, it's like you couldn't have just said something. Like you could have just been like, yeah, it's canceled. Why did I have to go to you? And then you said it was canceled? even like that's a bit screwed up. That's whatever. And then she was like, I think you're much more into me than I'm in, much more into this than I'm into this. And I'm like, yeah, I would agree. But like also this is kind of like my base level of affection. Cause like I got her a little nice, like cheap pair of earrings from one of the events that she invited me to, which she also canceled on. But yet again, that was understandable because she would have had to drive like an hour and a half out. But she invited me and she was like, I might be there. I was like, all right, cool. I might as well take a gamble. Also, it'd be nice to just go because, you get to dress super nice. It was like a prom night thing. It was like the Floozy Flea supermarket prom night, something like that. And you just kind of dressed all nice and you went there and you listened to music. You shopped a little bit. I got banana bread. Banana bread was pretty good. Um, I mean, you can't like. It's kind of hard to like make bad banana bread. The banana bread was like all right in terms of banana bread. Anyway, that's besides the point. But I got because she was like, "Yeah, enjoy it for me," and I was like, "All right, I'll enjoy it for you. Let me get you some earrings, right?" So I got her little like $8 these little red earrings. I mean, they're all right. They were all kind of pretty. It was cool. And then I was gonna give them to her, right? Be like, hey, just want to tell you, I thought about you. I like to give little trinkets. It's who I am. It's what I like to do. But she did not fuck with that at all. At all in any way. I was like, all right, cool. I get it. You don't want it. So, and that was like what, 3 months ago or some shit? Yeah, three months ago. And then I still have the earrings. I still have them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them because technically I view them as hers because I don't really view them as mine because they're for her. Like I don't care what she does with them. It's just they're not mine. So, you know, whatever. And it's like, uh, she did not fuck with it at all. It's like all right, cool. And then eventually we get to a point where it's like, I'm like, hey, if you really like feel that way, feel that much pressure because you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, and you're super busy all the time. Just get back to me when you can. Just get back to me when you're ready. Um, and I'm like, you're fine, you got this. And then I just fully expected her to just be like, all right, cool, and then just never respond again, right? Um, and it's like, sweet. Oh, well, that's the end of that. Awesome. Let's get over it. And then she, responds out of the blue, blah blah. And then it's like the same way again, where it's like it's just the same thing. And it's like, what the fuck do you want? Like now we're in the same position that we were 3 months ago. It's like what's the what are we doing here? Because she's much into the sense of like, wow, this is a lot. I feel a lot of pressure just to like text you every day, all day. And I'm sitting here being like, why do you have the pressure to text me every day, all day? Like, I don't feel that pressure because I understand that you're going to get back to me when you can, whether that's today or tomorrow. I don't really care because we're not like together. So it's like, it's whatever. Like, shit, you have your own fucking life. But she seems to view it as like something that's much more like, wow, he's taking it super personal. And it's like, no, I'm not. Like, I genuinely do not care. The only times I take it personal is when you cancel last minute and you're feeling all these feelings and not saying anything. And then it's like, well, now I feel like it. now I feel bad. So why didn't you say anything sooner? You're gonna let me build this up, and then you're gonna cancel last minute. I'll be like, wow, damn, that's cool. Like what? No, don't do that. That's bad. And I called her out on it, and I was like, hey, like you keep saying you want this connection and that you can't build this connection just over text. And that's understandable. But also, you invited me out so you could potentially, like, get closer, and then you cancel it last minute again. I mean, for understandable reasons, but you also didn't really offer a reschedule or anything. It was blah, blah. There's not much I could do about that. Like, what? like, that's on you. That's, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm doing what I can. Like I was gonna drive pretty much 2 hours out. And like I'm willing to do that. I don't care. I drive an hour and a half for my friends. I drive like 4 hours for my other friends. Like obviously the 4 hour ones aren't as often, but I still talk with them. And then I visit them like occasionally. But it's just like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you being so like wishy-washy? And I could feel the 10-foot pole that you're like keeping me at distance with. And it's just like, what are you trying to do here? Right? Like what pressure are you feeling that I'm not? Because obviously I am attracted to you. Like we know this from the get-go because I told you right off the gate. And that's the reason why I was talking to you in the first place and got your number. And you also seem slightly interested, right? So obviously you gave me your number. So whatever. Cool, awesome, sweet. And then you come back 3 months later from the little drought, whatever, 3 month barren text. You're like, hey, it's like, oh, sweet, she still seems interested. She's kept true to her word. And it's like, are you not interested? But you are at the same time? And I told you, hey, I still have the same level of interest, like I'm still viewing this as this way. Like, and it's like, cool. Like she knows. I'm very open about it. But she's just like, I don't know. Cause like I flirted with her like twice, which was less than last time because it was like maybe. And I didn't get her any gifts, no gifts this time, even though I wanted to. I really wanted to, but I didn't because I was like, I know she's not gonna accept it. I was like, I don't know where the fuck this is going. It's so weird. Hose be wildin'. Anyway, thank you for listening to the second ramble of the day.